Hello, this is Chuck Turpo, and I'm continuing on with our video of the restoration of Steinway 1917 Grand Action. So here we have the key frame, which since I last videoed, I've installed all of the punchings, back rail cloth, which is this screen. It looks like felt, it's actually cloth. Back rail cloth, and they still have to be regulated, and that is inserting punchings underneath both the balance rail, as well as the balance rail is going to determine the height of the keys, which has to be exact all the way across, and the depth or dip. Okay, so we've got all of that done. It's all dried and waiting. This is one sample key that I did myself. Everybody, again, does different ways. But when I start the key bushing process, to make sure I'm using what is the best cloth, the key bushing cloth, which comes in actually, depending, this is Renner, so it comes in 135 millimeter and 150 millimeter. And so this is 135, which usually is more what I'm going to go with, a medium. The 150 is thicker. But I want to make sure, before I do all the rest of them, that I have nice, smooth, up and down, no resistance, no binding, but also no side to side. Both at the balance rail and in the front. No side to side. That's what we want. So then I know over here is our keys. This is half of the keyboard. There's the other half. I'll start here. This one is completely done, where I have replaced all of the key bushings. This is a balance rail we're looking at here. The front rail is underneath. Again, can't see them, but I'll show them later, but I don't want to turn it over right now. And this one is in the last stage. The underneath is done, and this is the last ones. I can take one out, they're dry enough, and show you. So you see here we have a new key bushing. There's two pieces, one here and one here. Okay, so these will dry over. They're really fairly dry right now, but we'll let them sit overnight. And then also I have installed what is called the key in felt. If you see the red strip in there, I have this clamped down, and that sits on the back of the key, and that's what lifts the damper. Okay, so we got them all clamped down. They were just glued this afternoon. We're going to let them sit overnight, and they will be all done in the morning. And then we'll cut, because right now it's just a long piece. So then we're going to cut in between each of those keys you see here. We're going to cut. Okay, so each one has its own piece, so to speak. But believe me, it's much faster to do it like this, and then you cut instead of trying to cut and glue them one at a time. You'll be here forever. Okay, so that's where we're at today. And over here, we do have, these are the Spurlock key bushing cawls that I used. We see this is the intermediate for the balance rail, which is the first ones we put in. Intermediate for the front rail, and then the final for the front rail. And these are the final for the balance rail, which is what you're seeing here. These are the final cawls, meaning both pieces of cloth have been inserted and cut. Okay, so hope someone's enjoying this and learning a little more about pianos and how they work. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Take care.